Sandy says read, and welcome to the channel. You guys, today we are going to do a BookTube tag. This is, let me get it up here where I can see it, the What Are You Known For tag. And this originated over at Big Al Does BookTube. This originated at his channel. I've only seen a couple folks do the tag so far as of this recording. By the time I get this thing uploaded, half of BookTube will have done this tag, I'm sure. But we're going to do it today, get this ready for you guys, and bring you some fabulous content. Before we start, let me get the housekeeping stuff out of the way, all right? Housekeeping stuff. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have a goal. You guys, you know, YouTube won't let you do fun stuff until you get to 1,000 subscribers. So that's the goal. I'm going for 1,000 subscribers. So if you have friends who also like to talk about books and see book reviews, then tell them this channel exists. Ask them to subscribe too. It's free. Then what other housekeeping thing? Oh, the Bingo Baker card. I don't know if during BookTube tags I say as many of our common phrases here on the channel as I do during book reviews, but please, if you wish, go to the Bingo Baker link that I will put in the drop-down box below and generate your own Sandy Says Read Bingo Baker card so you can play bingo along with everyone else. There's no prizes. You don't win anything. You just get a nice little dopamine hit each time that you get to check off one of the phrases that I say here on the channel. Enjoy. Okay, the third thing is the merch shop. I do have a merch shop because I do not have a sponsor. I am not a big channel. I am my own sponsor. So I do have a merch shop where I have like some bookish items like t-shirts and mugs and stickers and hats and things, even pillows with like bookish phrases on them. I will put the link for that in the drop-down box below. Okay, you guys, the commercial and the housekeeping stuff is over. We're done with that. We can dive into the tag now. Here we go. I noticed that none of these prompts, none of these questions say, what are you known for? That's the title of it. Okay, so I'm going to turn that question over to you guys. You guys out there, tell me in the comments below, what is this channel known for? I mean, books, obviously, but other than that, as we go through this, maybe your opinion, your answer might change. Let's see. But I want to know what you guys think this channel is known for. What is Sandy Says Read known for? Let me know. Let's begin. Question number one, what do you want your channel to be known for? Okay, so what do I want Sandy Says Read to be known for? You guys, it would be so easy for me to just pop off, well, positivity, optimism, because, you know, I'm always saying you can always find something good in a book. I mean, I'm always talking about the good and the positive in a book, right? I try so hard to stay positive on this channel. You know, it's inner peace, inner peace. I try so hard, right? But I mean, that's kind of the easy answer, positivity. But I think what I want this channel to be known for is bringing to the audience new authors, like not new in the world, but like new to you authors, right? I know an awful lot of self-published and indie publishing house published authors. I know a lot of those folks out there who have really good stories, who have books with amazing characters in them, who have books with characters that go on like just an amazing arc, right? I know an awful lot of folks who have really good stories and they don't have a huge marketing team behind them. They don't have, you know, someone at a Macmillan Publishing who dropped a hint to a booktuber who then like made a book go viral amongst all the other big, huge booktube channels, right? So what I hope this channel does, what I hope this channel is known for doing is introducing some of those lesser known or lesser heard of authors and saying, hey, look, this person exists. This person has a cool book that you should probably read. I hope this channel is known for that. I hope, along with some positivity there, right? Okay, Prompt number 2, let's move on. Prompt number 2, what content will people find on your channel? So here at Sandy Says Read, the big umbrella is bookish content, right? But I also have this weird little bit of content hanging out here that's about parrots, yep, birds. And I know it has nothing to do with the bookish content, but see, I used to publish a bird magazine. I did a pet bird magazine. This was several years ago. It was traumatic and awful. And like I can feel the panic attack coming on just mentioning it, right? It was horrifyingly awful when I finally had to admit that that thing was dying, and I had to let it go and stop and be in debt for years. Yeah, but that experience though helped me understand more about the companion parrots I have in my life and how to care for them, etc. So I have all this knowledge like stuffed in my brain. So every once in a while, I share some of that here on the channel. I don't do that real often because it's traumatic, right? I get PTSD when I dive too far into parrot information. But I also bring you guys videos of my birds because they're just so stinking cute, right? They're lovely. They're my little companions and friends. You guys have seen, I know you've seen Cricket on this channel, Cricket the Cute, and I know you've seen Winston on this channel because sometimes he'll just like wander in here while I'm filming. Surprise. So yeah, I know you've seen those two here on this channel. Have you? And you've seen Mouse on this channel too, my little African gray, because when it was her birthday, we had videos of Mouse. I'm rambling, you guys. Let's get back to the question. What content will people find on your channel? Sometimes you'll see bird content on this channel. It is rare. It is few and far between. Mostly what we're doing here is books. And this is a BookTube channel. We're talking about books. It is Sandy Says Read, right? So we do book reviews. Obviously, we do BookTube tags like this one. We do like just bookish discussions because I'm a published author on the side, because I have been in the trenches with publishing and querying and dealing with stuff in the publishing industry, and because I have a full-time job as a magazine editor, I have a weird perspective that I can bring on different topics in the book publishing industry in general. So I also have some content here at times about book publishing and book marketing and book editing. So sometimes I come to the channel with content from the other side. That makes sense. So yeah, the content, the overall umbrella of content on Sandy Says Read is usually just books. Books. But yeah, there you go. Is that enough explanation? That's good, right? That covers it. Question number 4. Oh no, question number 3. Oh, you guys, I've talked a lot. I'm so sorry. Let's speed this up a little bit. Question number 3. What is the most represented genre of books on the channel? I'm betting it's fantasy. I don't do a lot of memoirs. I don't read a lot of memoirs, period. So I don't think there's a lot of memoir content on this channel. I don't read a lot of nonfiction. When I'm reading a book, I want to be taken out of this world. This world sucks enough. I like the idea of being taken out of this world. My day job is, I'm a construction magazine editor, right? So my day job is very factual, very precise, very, there's no fantasy in my day job. So my reading and this channel is out there, the science fiction and the fantasy and the horror and those other elements, the murder mystery, that is fun. That is wonderful. So that's usually the content that we have here on the channel. So I'm thinking fantasy is probably the one. Probably the one. Well, you know, since I was doing the dragon reading challenge this year, I've gotten specifically more fantasy. Shall we move on to question number 4? Shall we go on? Yes, that's enough. Question number 4. What book are you known for championing? I don't know that there is a specific book that I've felt the need to champion here on the channel. unless we want to say Jane Eyre, but I don't know that Jane Eyre needs to be championed. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. It is great. It is genius. It is fabulous. It is the best book ever written. Fight me in the comments below. I mean, seriously, Jane Eyre is just awesome. It is magnificent. It is great. I have loved it since the first time I read it, right? It is great. So I don't think that it needs me to champion it to anyone, right? So I don't know that I champion Jane Eyre or Charlotte. So you guys, tell me in the comments below, is there a book that you've seen me talk about here on the channel as if I was championing the book? Because I don't know. Maybe Jane Eyre. Question number 5. What author is regularly featured on your channel? I don't know. You guys, I talk about all the authors. So I don't know if there is one specific author that I have featured here more than another. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if you've noticed one specific author getting like more airtime than another. I don't know. If one is being featured more regularly than another, I don't know. Unless it's Charlotte Bronte. I guess that would make sense since she is awesome and amazing, is, was, and forever will be. There you go. Question number 6. What can people expect in the future on your channel? So reveal exciting plans. Exciting plans. I would say the dragon reading challenge that I'm doing this year, that will continue into 2025. Now, I am certain that I did not originate the dragon reading challenge. I am sure that Sandy Lender didn't come up with the dragon reading challenge. I'm sure I'm not the first one who has come up with that idea. Just because I thought of it for the Year of the Dragon content doesn't mean I was the first one to come up with it. I'm sure someone else out there years ago, and I just didn't find it, came up with a dragon reading challenge, right? I'm sure. But I couldn't find it when I did my cursory search for it. I know that I'm going to continue, through the Year of the Dragon. I mean, Year of the Dragon ends in February of 2025, right? I'm sure that in February 2025, I will continue the Dragon Reading Challenge. We will do. My computer just did something, just jumped. StreamYard and my internet connection don't always play nicely together. So if we have some jumps in here, I apologize now. I apologize for that. Can't help it. The Dragon Reading Challenge is one that will continue. I will do that again. I will restart it in 2025. And that is exciting to me. It might not be exciting to you guys out there, but it is to me because I'm loving it. I'm digging it so much. As I said earlier, the fantasy genre is probably the one that is most represented on this channel because I love it. I dig it. It's the genre that I write in the most, right? Okay, so yeah, I like it. I like the dragons. What else exciting is happening here? The live streams. I just mentioned StreamYard, right? And my internet connection. I have started doing some live streams. I've done a few. I've gotten the StreamYard platform to work in that regard. And we're going to be doing some interviews on live streams. The first one is probably going to happen before I get this video uploaded for you guys. So I will put a link to that aftermath in the drop down box below. I'll put a link to that for you guys so you can watch it because I'm going to be interviewing Steven Zimmer, and we're going to be talking about fantasy as a good and important form of literature. Okay. Steven Zimmer is the publisher of Seventh Star Press. He's the founder of the Imaginarium Convention on its 11th year in Kentucky. And he is an editor and he is an author in his own right. So we have a lot of stuff that we can talk about in bookish circles on the live stream, but we're also specifically going to be talking about the topic of the fantasy genre as an important facet in literature. We're going to be talking about that. He had given a presentation on that topic a couple months ago at a convention. And before his presentation, we were on the phone talking about some ideas and topics and things within there. And I'm like, this conversation is really good. This conversation that we're having is something that should be like, obviously for his presentation was out in the world, but I wanted to have that conversation here with my audience listening in and able to, ask us some questions in the chat box, that kind of thing. So we're going to do that. And by the time you see this video, we will have done that. So yeah. So that's the kind of exciting thing that's coming up. Some of these live streams, because there's an editor, a specific editor. And I won't name him because I don't want him to be embarrassed if he can't make the time for it. But I'm going to see if I can get him to take an hour of his time to do one of these interviews in a live stream with us. And there are a couple of authors that, author friends of mine who they're willing to do, a live stream where we just talk about some of the publishing industry stuff and book stuff and story stuff. Is that enough? Are you guys excited too? It's exciting to me because I have conquered, I should say I've conquered it. I think I've conquered this technology to make the live streams happen. I don't know, it's good. It's good to talk about books and literature and keep people excited about books and literature and reading. It's important in our society today. The final prompt. The final prompt in the What Are You Known For tag is to tag people and state what you know them for. Okay, so of course I'm going to tag Jo Linsdell. Jo Linsdell is the person who introduced me to BookTube back in 2018. She's the one who we were on. I'll spit it out in a second here, you guys. She is in Italy, and she used to put together an annual promo day from her headquarters in Italy. And we were doing a presentation during promo day back in 2018. And she mentioned BookTube. And I'm like, what is this that you're talking about? What is that? And it just sounded wonderful to me. I mean, this community of people who, film their book reviews and then talk about them online. I'm in. Let's do this. So yeah, Jo is the one who turned me on to BookTube. But she just has this clever marketing brain. Okay. I'm in awe of the ideas she can come up with, and she understands how to use and leverage different forms of social media to get the word out about stuff. She gets it. She understands it. She's good at it. And she's just really smart. Anyway, that's how I know her. That's what I know her for originally. Yeah. So I will tag Jo Linsdell to do this. I'm also going to tag Jim over at Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff. Although by the time I have this video uploaded, he will probably have already done this tag. And that's what I know him for. I know him for originating cool book tags on his own, but also for doing these types of tags and being very thoughtful about them. He's a very intelligent man, and just, yeah, the kind of book person you want to stay in touch with. I think those are the only two people that I feel comfortable tagging, just because I'm always hesitant to tag other booktubers. I'm always hesitant about it because I'm a really small channel. Okay. And when a really small channel goes and tags one of these larger BookTube channels, I don't know, there's just a creepy look to it, right? It just looks like, hey, I'm trying to get your attention. That's just what it feels like. And I don't want some larger booktuber to think that's what I'm doing. I don't want that to come across. I don't want to look that way. And if I don't know someone personally, I just feel weird tagging them. If I don't know Jim personally, I feel like I know him through books. Is that enough? Have I rambled enough? Is that enough rambling? There you go. All right, you guys, thumbs up for What We're Known For tag, getting through it. Thumbs up for all the good stuff. Remember, at the beginning of this, I asked you guys to tell me in the comments below. There goes one of my neighbors in a big loud truck. At the beginning of this, I asked you guys to let me know in the comments below what you know this channel for. So let me know. Let me know what you think this channel is known for. I'm interested in hearing some feedback on this. That's it, you guys. Thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for tuning in.